kindergarten. I don't know what the problem means, but then first grade I was having all kinds of trouble, and they realized I needed eyeglasses. And, success ever since, at least till I was 14. Which
well, that's when you peaked, right?
That's when I peaked in life. Yeah. I say that because I got into Regis at 14, or just under 14. I was 13, going on 14.
Yeah.
I made the spelling bee for the school. What else did I do? And I think I finished, near the top of my class in 8th grade, for what that's worth. All that was 1964. So it's been all downhill ever since. But anyway, first grade I had Sister Mary Bernard. Mrs. Hugo's kindergarten. Sister Mary Bernard. I remember all my teachers,
each year.
Yeah. Or I think. Anyway, I had Sister Mary Bernard. Very nice. And one day we had to take your little sibling to school day. And I remember taking Walt.
Yeah.
When I was in first grade, and he was 4.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't remember. And I felt very proud of myself. Like as she stands, that I would, lower myself to be such a little kid to school. You're being
such a great brother, right?
Oh, big first.
What
grade.
A nice guy! Right?
What a nice guy he was to be my little 4-year-old brother to school.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet Walt doesn't remember that. And then every Friday in football season, when Sister Mary Bernard was our teacher, we had to pray or sing for the Notre Dame football team. What's that? Na 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 na. Is there some Notre Dame song?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think we had to sing it every Friday, because that was Mary, right? So all the nuns would devoted to Mary, and Notre Dame was the Catholic football school.
Our Lady or whatever.
Yeah, right. So that was that. Then in 2nd grade, I had Ms. Lefevere. I remember this. This clipped into my head right now. We had a young, very attractive teacher, and I think I almost had a crush on her.
Yeah.
And then one day we had a Easter break or something, and I came back, and then instead of the lovely young Ms. Lefevere, did I tell you this one was?
I don't think so.
We had the old hag, Mrs. McCarthy. Turns out Mrs. McCarthy was Ms. Lefevere's mother. And it's, I was in 2nd grade, so I don't know what happened, but I have a feeling maybe she was expecting a baby,
right?
Or was getting married, or something like that.
Out
so
she went.
Was out of there. Yeah. We went from the lovely young Miss Lefevere to the old hag mother, Mrs. McCarthy. And
you didn't have a crush on her, I guess.
No, fuck. Well, I had my glasses right now, so I could see very well. And then that was the year I did get in trouble. There was a girl named Peggy Caulfield, Margaret Caulfield.
I know a Margaret Caulfield.
She sat in front of me, and she had pigtails.
Okay.
So I couldn't resist. Piggy. I had to pull those pigtails. So I got in trouble for that.
Got boxed.
2nd grade. I don't remember what happened. I got reprimanded, scolded, disciplined, whatever, by Mrs. McCarthy. So that was 2nd grade. Then in 3rd grade we had Sister Joyce, and I remember we had 61 or 63 kids in the class, the one section. And again, this was a
ideal learning environment.
Yeah, but we were going to heaven anyway. Maybe we didn't know anything.
Who cares?
She was very nice. I don't think she physically assaulted anybody.
Wow.
Just a nice lady. She was a 3rd grade teacher, and no, I liked her a lot, but don't remember much about it. There were no incidents. I think she let us out in the playground and didn't treat us, like
subhumans
or whatever. Yeah. And then Mrs. Restaino was 4th grade, and the highlight of that, or low light, poor Geraldine Barchevsky one day had to go to the bathroom. I don't know if she was on Lasix like I am now to make a pee, but I remember poor Geraldine was standing there in the middle of the classroom, and you couldn't go to. They had bathrooms in the back of the classroom. They actually had them right in the room, Keith.
That's convenient.
Did you have that in school when you were growing up?
I don't think so.
But you have to go out in the hall.
You had to go out in the hall.
Each classroom, I believe, had a bathroom right in it. Yeah, this is a modern school built in 1954. What do you want?
Exactly.
Right? So poor Geraldine standing there like this with her arm raised, and her legs started wobbling like crazy. Next thing you know, here comes a yellow stream, and the teacher's, Geraldine, why didn't you just go? I don't remember what Geraldine said, but we were so drilled, don't do anything without getting the teacher's permission. Yeah. So she, instead of racing to the bathroom, without permission, she wet the floor right in front of everybody.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay, 5th grade was Mrs. McGlynn, very nice lady teacher too. Although I think that was the year of the candy sales scandal. But
Yeah.
for some reason, they had the fifth grade in charge of the. You go on the playground, they have set up a table, and they sell all kinds of candy. You know those little buttons on white paper and stuff. You know what I mean? You peel them off the paper. Those little buttons of candy.
I think so.
Sold that. And I don't know what else candy was, but somebody apparently was dipping into the proceeds. So there was a big inquiry, special prosecutor, and they were trying to figure out. I mean, I had
a witch hunt, basically. Something was a witch hunt.
Well, I mean,
something was going.
Something was wrong. Some of the kids were stealing the money. I guess it wasn't me.
Wow.
But I was questioned in connection with the investigation. I was not indicted or anything else.
No torture or anything.
No, nothing. Then sixth grade, I had Sister Farah, and this is the one I called profiling. Based on my ethnicity, I guess it was. I had a Bible history book, and right in the front, and the books they handed down year after year.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't up. I mean, and most times.
You weren't swimming in funds, or the school wasn't, or whatever.
I don't know what they were doing. Like.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know if it was fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh or eighth, but 2 or 3 years running. Oh, children, we don't have any science books this year. It's not in the book or something. We had no book, no science book at all. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
And then when you
pretty
had
backwards.
in the early grades, it was like, God created you, God made the flowers, God made the birds. It was
very
all,
scientific.
Yeah, it was all, right. It was all just Catholic. Yeah. Even the history.
Yeah, just religion. I mean, that's.
Yeah, it was all religion. Masquerading as.
Right.
Even the history books, I remember, all they told you about was what Catholic conquered.
Oh really?
Yeah, who came over and founded. Which
like Maryland or
was
something.
Catholic, and that's it. What do the Catholics do? And that's all you learned about. Everything was Catholic.
Very Catholic and the other, cosmopolitan, right?
I mean, then I go to Regis, and it's so worldview type of thing, right? With the Jesuits,
Right.
What a different world.
Yeah.
Very refreshing, but.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anyway, then that was what was the last thing I said? The profiling. So anyway, Sister Farah called me up. Thomas, now, did you put the swastika in front of the Bible history book? Of course I didn't do it,
Yeah.
But I guess they figured, well, Fleischer, German, probably at home, they're a bunch of Nazis, and this is what they do in their spare time.
Is that what you figured? Is that what you figured at the time? You thought
even
you wondered.
At the time, because I had, it was 19,
I mean,
early 60s, so I knew
it wasn't
enough.
that long ago.
I was alert enough that I knew about the Nazis and Germany and all that, even though I was like 11 or 12, and I know my name was Fleischer and German, and somewhere along the line somebody had made me feel guilty for being, and Mom is this way even now.
Yeah.
That I was part German, and these were the people that did the nasty things to the Jews, and etc. And the war and all that. And so she just assumed that we were secretly Nazis at home, even though we were pretending to be Catholics in St. Philip's, but at home we were still practicing Nazi crafts or whatever it is, our religion or our,
Unbelievable.
And therefore, Fleischer, naturally, you would be the one that put the swastika in the Bible history book.
Of course, ironically though, I've noticed, maybe you've seen this too, that a lot of times people see Fleischer and they think that's Jewish too. And
well, it can't be.
Right? Yeah.
Isn't that true? Can it be?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just sort of...
you heard McHugh, he used to say, I want to introduce you to Tom, I swear I'm not a Jew, Fleischer.
McHugh was one of your colleagues, right, at Liberty Mutual?
Yeah, he was a lawyer at Liberty. He was Jewish by marriage. No, I mean, he was Protestant, brought up Protestant.
Oh, so he converted, you're saying?
Yeah, his wife
I
was
see,
Jewish,
okay.
Kind of like what you're doing, except I don't think Laura's going to make you convert, probably.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. But Dick did, and he, and he's, so you always tease me because of the name, that I was really Jewish and trying to hide that I was,
But in 6th grade, you were a Nazi, so.
In 6th grade, I was implied that I was a Nazi.
Yeah.
Now, the same Sister Farah, one day, sent me down to Sister Joyce, who was still there in 3rd grade, and said, Thomas, go down to Sister Joyce's in 3rd grade and just tell her this. What, sister? Tell her I love her. So I said, okay. it was 1962 or whatever, 61. I said, okay. I didn't know anything about gays or lesbians, but I'm not even sure I thought about it that way. But I'm thinking, okay. I felt a little awkward, being a boy, 11 or 12-year-old boy, and
I'd say it's pretty awkward.
Giving a love message from one. I mean, it wasn't. That's all it was.
It wasn't graphic.
Oh no,
but,
not at all.
Yeah.
No, that's all she said. Tell her I love her. Which is.
And so you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go, there I go all the way down the hall, because we were in the upper grade wing, which was down like this.
Yeah.
And then the lower grades were like that. So I went from here to there, and I went in and I said, hi, Sister Farrell told me to tell her that she loves you. Oh, thank you. And then, so I don't know if it could have been just a religious thing too, because still, that was, but it felt a little awkward. Let me just say that.
Yeah, it was a bit odd, whatever it was.
No big deal, but it just felt awkward at the time. Then I was in the 8th grade. I remember I was in charge. I had to go pick up the cafeteria money. So, they gave me, they treated me as a responsible kid more than most of them. So I had to go around, and I remember I got a kick out of going to Fran's room.
Right.
She was in 2nd grade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so why was it such a kick?
My sister was there.
Yeah, but so she seemed like she was, happy to see you come in. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. That's cute. Okay.
I think I told you about the spelling.
Yeah, that we've recorded that already. That was part of your peak, right during your peak.
Yeah, that was my peak that I upset the front runner, Richie Costello, one-on-one competition. We didn't even have the other kids didn't even get a chance. In 7th grade, everybody did. I made it close, but what was that kid's name? Lenahan? Bob probably remembers him. He was a pretty smart kid. Kind of thought he was cool, and then walked around with a fancy haircut and all that. I think he went to Regis maybe, but he wasn't real friendly. He was kind of a stuck-up kid. But anyway, so he was the guy that was in there the year before.
Yeah.
So they expect Costello, I think, was supposed to go in, but then probably said, well, we'll just throw a Fleischer against him. Costello will kill him, and then we'll get because the nuns did pick favorites. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
And some of the stories I read from the Regis guys about how they got in, and I don't know if you've read any of them, but some of the kids were saying, the favorites were, Joey, Ralph, and John, and the favorites didn't get in, and I and George got in, and the nuns didn't like it.
I mean, this probably had nothing to do with it. I'm just curious. You mentioned the ethnic profile.
I think that
had something to do with it, because
what's Costello, Italian?
Yeah.
Or it could be Irish.
Costello, it's Italian,
Is
I
it
think.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, we were like a
not the typical Catholic, I guess. At least not in.
We were not typical Catholics.
New Jersey, New York. I guess. I don't know.
St. Philip's, it was Irish, Italian, Polish.
Yeah, it was more typical.
But
right. I mean, your dad was Protestant
was a Lutheran.
too.
Yeah. Odds are, if you married somebody else, it wouldn't even been Catholic school.
But I think, and maybe this was from, I think Anne, through something at school, asked a series of questions of Grandpa Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah, some interesting answers, and I think he mentioned though that they sent him to like the Baptist church at some point too. His parents.
I don't know.
So was his mom? Because his mom was Czech too, right?
He was Lutheran, and I don't know.
Do you know what
so
her
were his sisters, I believe.
Do you know what? I mean, if she was Czech, she was probably Catholic though. But
why is that so? Are they usually?
Usually, yeah.
Well, for whatever reason, maybe the father's religion dominated in their household, I guess.
Yeah, and then it was the reverse when he married your mom for your dad.
I don't know what role Mom played in it, but there's this priest, Father Rugel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard. He was the one that somehow my father got to talking to him.
Yeah.
Shortly after I was born, I understand. Maybe he thought.
But don't you think your mom was the more dominant personality, so she may have said.
It's probably she probably wanted that to happen, and sure enough, he met Father Rugel, but on his supposedly according to him, of his own accord, he decided to become Catholic. Yeah. And every year we would drive up to visit Father Rugel. It's usually located at a parish in Wayne, New Jersey, which is where my grandmother happened to live. And the Fernandez and the Robinsons, which were my dad's sisters and husbands. And around Christmas time, and we'd go up, and Dad would give him a pipe every year.
And your dad smoked a pipe too,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
We're getting a little off topic here, but do you want to watch the game? Should we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll. All right. Well, this is a good point to stop.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Why? What were we gonna?